So who the is Ren? Now that's the type of response I get when I bring him up in conversations, whether it's with friends, family, random strangers in the street. See, my world is massive, online, YouTube, social media. See, what I don't get is why one of the most talented artists of our generation, of our lifetimes, is not a household name. I mean, I'm not saying, everyone should know his music and like his songs, but when I speak to people around me, no one knows who he is. I mean, I do live in quite a small town, but when I'm online, there's this huge loyal fan base. I've heard of Taylor Swift. Who hasn't? As far as I'm aware, a talented person, a massive fan base. However, I couldn't name a song. Don't think I've ever listened to one. I probably have on the radio. Don't even know it was her. However, when it comes to Ren, this is an elite level artist, multi-talented artist. His name should be right up there at that type of level. His name should be up there with the greatest around of this generation. There's an argument for the best around for this generation. It actually pains me to know there's people out there who've not had the luxury of listening to a Ren track or a Ren song. It's a shame because they're missing out on something really special. I was fortunate to be introduced to Ren approximately 2 years ago from a friend from work, and it sounds really crazy and it sounds a little bit silly, but that moment changed my life. After going into a deep dive into his music, it really inspired me to try and be a better person, to step out of my comfort zone, to try new things. So in the past, I've always been quite narrow-minded when it comes to music. I was loyal to R&B, hip-hop, rap, etc. until I heard Ren. Ren doesn't have a genre. He's very multi-talented, as you'll find out. So we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole. I want to share that feeling, that experience, and what it's like to listen to Ren, especially for those people, like I mentioned earlier, who have never heard of Ren or they're new to Ren and I want to get more familiar with him and his music. I want people to experience that feeling that I felt when I first heard Ren, that curiosity, that wow factor, that moment where you were like, what is this? Who is this guy? Where's he been? And what better way to do that is to experience those moments together. I want to share these videos with you. Obviously, I don't know Ren personally. I feel I've got to know him through his music. However, obviously the opinions regarding his songs, what I feel the messages he's trying to get across are just my own opinion. So the first song I'm going to cover is Hi Ren. Now I feel this song really broke the mold, but it certainly did break the internet. It was the first song I heard of Ren, and it did give me that, curiosity. And after this, I was addicted. So just a bit of a backstory before we get into the song. Ren has been through a lot in his life. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of trauma, and it's amazing that he's here producing music and giving us this gift of his amazing talent. I don't think I can do it justice, explaining his story. What better way to learn is from him himself, through his music. But for years and years, he was misdiagnosed, and it turned out he had Lyme's disease, and now he's still suffering from the consequences of that misdiagnosis. Because of this, he was bedridden, couldn't leave his room, he couldn't leave his bed for years. He developed mental health issues, his autoimmune issues. He's been through a lot in his life, but we have got the gift of Ren. He's still here and he's still producing and giving us this beautiful music. I just wanted to give you a bit of a backstory so you know what to expect. It might just give you a better understanding of the song itself. So grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, put your feet up and enjoy the show. I need to get me some guitar lessons. I know what you're thinking. What on earth has it got me watching? Stick with it, you'll not be disappointed. I promise.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill.
So you're probably getting the gist of what's going on there. The first interaction. So he's having a challenge in a battle with himself. So like dark versus light. Good versus evil. But how dark side Ren, dark Ren should we call it, introduced himself was like an old friend. You know, I've not seen you for a while. You know, how have you been? What you're up to? Have you missed me? It's pretty calm to start with, but you can feel something brewing. Let's see how it pans out.
And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the...
So you can see now he's getting a bit more cruel, manipulative, twisted, a lot more dark, aggressive. Just pull that back a little bit.
Seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself.
Trust me.
You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
You see how the tone has flipped? But just remember this song. It's literally just Ren. You know, he's playing both parts. He's got a guitar. There's no other instrument in the room. It's just his vocals, the guitar, and his storytelling. It's quite easy to forget that when you get drawn into it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
That got intense. Just one thing to mention as well. This is a one take and it's live. So you can see his lapel mic. You'll see his guitar's plugged into an amp. You can see the wire going behind him. And they've just using different cameras, but it is a one take and he's doing it live. To put that in perspective as well, of how amazing, you know, this artistry is. Take it back a bit.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know.
So I just wanted to pull it back there and pause it a little bit. Just that line about some people know me as hope. I'm the voice. You know, people are going through things, and obviously Ren's going through a lot of things. You know, he has had friends who, you know, have been going through things and they didn't reach out, and unfortunately they did take their own lives. If you are going through things, you know, please do reach out, you know, whether it's to friends, family, you know, people you can kind of, the communities you're involved with online. You know, there's a great Ren community called the Renegades. There's always someone there to speak to, so don't feel alone. There's people to help. And if anything, let Ren be an inspiration to that for you. I'm just going to pull that a bit back a little bit there.
Faced with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired I make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're acclimated different sides.
Let's unplug in the guitar.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences.
with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
You know, I really do love sharing this video because, or any Ren videos, because when I do, it's like I'm hearing it again for the first time and I get that excited feeling, goosebumps, that wow factor. It's just something that you just got to appreciate because he's such a gifted artist. So in this video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Instead of being a first time reaction of the song, you know, I wanted to revisit Ren, dig a little bit deeper, try and figure out why he's not a household name. So Ren, who's an independent artist, in my opinion, deserves far more recognition than he actually does get. So if you are new to Ren's music, I hope this video gives you a good insight of the depth, the rawness, the artistic genius that Ren is. He isn't just a musician, he's a poet, he's a storyteller, he's a performer, he can sing, he can rap, he writes his own music, creates his own beats. I mean, what else can you ask for? So like I mentioned earlier, we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole with Ren. I'm very excited to go on that journey with you. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this song. What was your favourite part? And who knows, I may be talking to the newest member of the Renegades. Possibly. I hope so. I'm out of here. We'll see you at the next one.